love life. This is Business Express. I've got Rotus on this Tech Friday on the show today, and we also have Fisayo Durojaye joining us. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, Zibby. Good morning, Fisayo. Good morning, Lagos. Good to be with you all.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Great to be here again.
Awesome. As always, would love you to be a part of the conversation. The WhatsApp number is 0809 4440981. And you can also tweet at smooth981. All right, Rotus, let's talk tech.
Yeah, it is the Consumer Electronics Show going on in Las Vegas. I think last year was virtual because of the last year was virtual because of the pandemic. So partially virtual, partially physical. It's a big giant forum where companies show off their latest gadgets and so on and so forth. And so there's actually a lot. So I just try to see if I could just narrow down 4 new items that have been released, and just to see what I guess what Fisayo thinks about them. But electric cars seem to be
No. Before we go into the new ones, the ones that were showcased last year, what happened to them? Because it feels like this is more like a showcase than actual innovation. Like you just come, show something, and then move on, as though you didn't show anything to us during the Consumer Electronics Forum. Because all the things that were displayed last year, I don't think any of them has been in the market yet. And here we are today showing off new sets of things, and then we'll just show off and move on, and then hope for the next event. I mean, so that's my first big challenge. I think that some of these companies, so for some of the things that we're going to be looking at today, they are not ready to come to market. They're probably not even built a version of it yet. They just, did something to show off and then move on, right?
Yeah.
And that for me is a very big, a big challenge, given, where we are at the world, So I'm excited about the things I'm seeing, but I'm also not excited because we're not see them in the market anytime soon, and that's disappointing.
Okay, so that's a great point to start off. I think that you have to showcase what you have to build some kind of excitement. If you don't do that, then what is the point? And I think, with the cars, some of them are so advanced that they've just put out prototypes. But if we start with, I guess, Honda and Sony, we can start with that. Honda and Sony have a new car that they announced that they are working on, a mobility, I think they're calling it Afila, which they say is about feeling or something like that. And it's a car that promises a new experience while you're driving. So the dashboard allows you to watch movies, play video games.
Why would I want to do that? That's the question. Why would I want to do that while I'm driving? I think Tesla had that. You remember Tesla had that? They removed it.
Yeah, but they're saying that the car is the new. So it's okay if we look at. Let's take Afila from Honda and Sony and add BMW's BMW's new vehicle, the iVision D. The BMW car talks to you. It's a full artificial intelligence machine, and so that car.
The integrated what's that name again?
Night Rider.
No. Siri and Alexa into the car. It's not particularly. It's not different from from the experiences we are having, right? So I said, open the door. The technology today is available, right? So just go and beg Apple. They'll give you Siri. Go and beg Amazon. They'll give you Alexa. And then put them in the cart, and then again, just change the name. Fisayo, open the door, and the door opens. I don't know. But my point is that as exciting as they make us feel, sometimes I feel that some of these things are number one, superficial, and particularly not necessary. right? The things that we want to be able to improve on, really, right? Which are some things we've seen already. So, for instance, look at the news that we saw during the week about a Tesla car that was driven off the cliff, and no one died in that accident. Well, in that apparent, not accident, but it was the decision of the driver to drive people off the cliff to kill all of them. But because it was the Tesla car that was equipped with so many safety type features, all of the members of all of who in the car still survived. You know, those are important features that that changes. So imagine you can, you know, get involved in a major accident and still come out unhurt. Those are important things, rather than the distractions of watching video games. Because this one's cost me accident. Pressing my phone while driving is bad enough. Rather than now trying to watch a movie, you know, trying to play video game, you know, all of that. I mean, I think particularly they are difficult. They are not as, like I said, they are superficial. They are not necessary in a car, you know. And I think that we need just into, you know. But again, I remember back in the days, mobile phones were just for making calls and text messages, right? People have said that, you know, having video features, cameras might be superficial in phones, but today they are no longer. Maybe in the future, cars, it will be standard for cars to, I mean, for drivers to be playing video games while driving, you know. But I don't think it makes any sense to me right now.
So I'm glad you made that point. Where are cars going? So if you look at it, I mean, Honda and Sony are doing their own thing. BMW is doing its own thing, completely separate. Okay, so the BMW car, for example, changes color. If you want to change the color of your car, no, think about that. If you want to change the color of your car to match your outfits, or you want to change the color of your car to match, I don't know, an event, or you want to, I don't know, maybe hide from armed robbers, you can change the color of your car, right? So,
to hide from law enforcement.
Well, law enforcement. But I think because Tesla is working on I know they're still working on their self-driving function. I think that's just where things are going. Cars are robots soon, where in a matter of years, you can ask your car where you're going to give you directions. I mean, there'll be passengers, so I think it's not maybe for the driver to focus on driving. Passengers can watch movies or play video games, or if you have children, you can distract them with things like that while you are focused, or you can have a conference call in your vehicle. I mean, I think the car is now becoming a tool, not just for transportation. It's now being infused into everyday life. And I know that before when BMW was showcasing that new car, they had Arnold Schwarzenegger. There was a whole video about what does it mean to have a car, and where is it coming from, and where is it going. But by the way, the Sony, Honda, they're going to start taking orders in 2025. So that's in just 2 years, and they said they want to start selling the first one from 2026. So It looks like they're at least
3 years from now.
Yeah, it looks like they're serious about that one.
Sells 400,000 cars in a month or on a quarter. By then, Tesla probably selling 1 million, 2 million cars. You know, and you're showcasing today, you won't be ready in 3 years, right? So again, and by then, maybe Tesla will have copied some of the features you just showcased, added into their new models of cars, and suddenly becomes a norm to have a car like that. And then of course, the 2 years, Consumer Electronic Forum of that year, you show us another car that would do something that will compete with say, Boeing 737. I don't know, but it's just superficial a lot of times. But again, it's interesting to see some of those things happen, and I will just look forward to where they are going to essentially.
Okay, so check out. Okay, so that's cars. Acer, the computer people, they are coming out with go ahead.
Yeah, do you want to read a few messages about
Of course, go ahead. Yes.
Okay, so this is from Dele. He says, "Good morning, Tech Geeks. To Fisayo, putting on point luxurious machines and cars in market. Maybe there has to be a pre-order before the products are made into the market. This can be a showcase for buyers to order. Those luxurious machines are costly. Maybe there should be a pre-order to make profits on those." And Yinka Bolu says, "Fisayo, so they drove a Tesla off a cliff and they didn't die." No, they didn't. And obviously they haven't encountered certain vehicles in Nigeria. Okay.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that. So ASA, for example, I think this is coming to market soon. ASA has an exercise bike that you can use to charge your phone and your laptop. So you can ride and generate energy, and well, if you want to exercise or work, that I think is coming to market almost. I think it's next year or when I think it's this. This year is actually going to be available.
So essentially, you have a laptop table. I mean, you have a work desk, right? That has a pedal, so that you can exercise while sitting down while working, right? Because sitting on a laptop would make you unhealthy. You can just continue to exercise while working. I know I've seen work desks like that allows you stand or what's like a what's it called? That allows you walk. What's that thing called?
What the watches? Are you talking about watches that monitor your health?
No. In the gym, that walking
treadmills.
Treadmill, yeah, that's what it is. The treadmill. It's like a treadmill that has a desk on top of it, right? So you can literally be walking, while having your Zoom meeting on your laptop. Again, we've seen that before. So this one is a sitting version of it that allows you to just sit down and then pedal. And then while you're pedaling, you don't need power. As you are pedaling, you're generating it's a kinetic energy that allows you to charge your devices, your laptop, your phones, all of that kind of thing. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's see. It's interesting, really. Yeah, but
it's a shame that we're out of time. There's one more, and this thing is going on for 3 days. We'll review some more gadgets next week because there's one laptop that has something 3D images without glasses. We'll get into all that.
That allows you to be immersed, without having to wear VR glasses, right? Yeah. That could change the game for, say, metaverse, for instance, where you don't have to buy the virtual reality, the virtual reality, gadget to be able to enter into or immerse yourself in 3D or in 3D videos or in 3D experiences without, having 3D experiences without having to wear, the gadgets. That can be particularly interesting. And I think that for me, I think that's good.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Fisayo, and thank you so much, Rotus, for being on the show this morning.
Thank you. And just to remind people, Fisayo, of course, at Fisayo Durojaye on Twitter, and you can follow us at Smooth 91 FM for other updates on this type of thing. So thanks a lot, Zibby. Fisayo, thank you so much.
All right. Yeah, bye.
And that is it for Tech Friday on Business Express. Stay with us. There's a lot more to come on Smooth 98.1.
Brought to you by EnterSwitch. Transaction solutions you can depend on.